Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a NIO 2021 stock price prediction. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video about NIO and really just going over where I think NIO stock is going to be headed into 2021 as we come to the end of the year today. You know, NIO really did establish itself as a top EV company, really coming out from nothing, turning itself into something, really establishing itself and really making itself known to basically the world to itself. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd a little over 2 years ago, September 12th of 2018. As you can see, it is up 716%. Looking at the 1-year chart, it is currently up 1,080%. I've said this time and time again that I do think NIO stock is the biggest growth stock of 2020, especially establishing it, you know, at the beginning of the year. You know, this thing was trading around $4 a share, now currently trading at $49 a share, and currently evaluated bigger than General Motors, a company that's been around for a very long time. And the fact that NIO has been able to expand this much in the midst of a pandemic where a lot of companies were not doing well, a lot of companies had to file for bankruptcy, but NIO basically turned itself to an empire, which is just absolutely amazing. And I know that NIO stock is going to be growing a lot in the years to come. Looking at the 3-month chart, currently up 125%. And, you know, giving a recap as we come down in 2020, giving a recap of what NIO has actually accomplished this year alone. You know, we've taken a big dive at their delivery estimates, and we've seen, you know, that NIO has consistently been beating their delivery estimates. The stock has been doing very, very well. And they were beating their delivery estimates, not by small margins, but by hundreds of percent. And it really just showed the world that, you know, there is a want for NIO's cars, and a lot of people love NIO cars. We did get a bunch of analyst upgrades throughout the year from JP Morgan, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, and even a big one from Goldman Sachs as well. You know, these companies, they've been in the investing game for a very long time, and for them to be giving NIO such huge analyst ratings and huge backings in itself really shows their bullish sentiment on the stock in itself. But it's not just NIO as a company. We've seen the EV game really take a huge turn in the year of 2020. A lot of companies this year did IPO, really wanting a piece of the EV game, knowing that the EV market and battery power is going to be expanding and growing for a very long time. There's just so much you can do with it, whether you put it in a car, in a train, in a plane. You can do so much with battery power that it really, the capabilities are almost endless. We did get a good dive, seeing NIO's really sales throughout the year as well. You know, we've taken a look at basically their revenues, their expenses. And yes, the company did operate at a loss, but we can see with good news that the losses of the company are shrinking and their revenues are starting to grow. Company already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter. Just absolutely amazing. It just shows that NIO is really here to do business, really here to establish itself as a big-time EV company. So really taking a look how their delivery estimates, their analyst upgrades, even a bunch of big-time analysts saying that NIO is going to be an iconic brand and a top EV company, and I also do think the same. We do have NIO Day coming up January 9th. It's going to be a big day for NIO. This is where really NIO is going to be establishing itself and really projecting where the company is going to be headed over the next couple of years. We do get a couple of showings at NIO Day. That's going to be the ET7, which is the new sedan that NIO is dropping to basically combat Tesla's Model 3. As we all know, Tesla has started to make an appearance in China, and Tesla being a dominant brand, it's really going to make NIO have to really work for its growth, and it's really going to have to work for it to expand. But like I said, NIO to combat this, dropping 2 new sedans, an SUV, and a minivan. And to get to look at the ET7, I'm very, very excited to see the features and what the car actually looks like in itself. We also did get news earlier in the year of 2020 that basically was showing that NIO is dropping a 100 kilowatt battery, but on NIO Day they're actually going to be showing us a 150 kilowatt battery, which is just absolutely amazing. It's basically the drive for the whole EV market itself. The EV battery in itself does a 900 kilometer basically range, which is just bigger than any EV company has been able to put out. So I'm very, very excited to see how that projects into NIO's growth. NIO Day is going to be a huge day. People have a lot of expectations for it, so I hope NIO doesn't let anybody down. But really taking a dive into where NIO is going to be headed into 2021, you know, a lot of people have been putting their, you know, price predictions or basically where NIO is going to be headed in that year. For me, I know that NIO has the potential to actually hit $100. I'm not really too sure where NIO is actually going to be headed in the year of 2021. After all, this is just my price prediction. Everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but I think people should pick up NIO stock at $49. I think it does have the potential to do so many great things into 2021. Like I said, with them dropping more vehicles, they did a public stock offering to be able to raise more capital, $2.5 billion to be exact, so that they can expand into Europe, so they can ramp up production. There's just so many huge catalysts for this company. It's honestly too big to fail, and I think that this $48.96 price tag that we see here is super undervalued for really what NIO has to offer. Also working on a self-driving chip, which is going to pioneer the EV game in itself as well. NIO really wanting to dive into the robo-taxi delivery service, but we've seen the constant trend upward for NIO stock. We've seen that the stock has consistently done well, and we see that the company is growing at a rapid rate. Even taking a look at Chinese EV market statistics, a big one being like 20% of all car sales are going to be electric cars by the year of 2025, and they expect that number to jump all the way up to 50% by the year of 2035. So NIO has the growth there. They're working on a self-driving chip. They're working on a robo-taxi delivery service. They're also trying to put up as many battery swap stations around China as fast as possible, as much as possible. And NIO's intent to start expanding into Europe by the middle of 2021. We did get huge news that XPeng has already started selling cars in Norway. So that's a huge pioneer for the whole Chinese EV game in itself. But the reason I think that NIO is headed to $100 in the year of 2021 is because their sales are only going to increase and their profitability is only going to increase as well. And with the fact that they're already expanding and they're really doing their best to really just expand as much as possible, NIO stock is going to be growing a lot in the year of 2021. Do I think it's going to grow over 1,000%? No, I do not. But I know that NIO stock does have the potential to be headed to $100. It's pretty clear cut that a lot of people have started to notice this company. It's pretty clear cut that NIO has a lot of growth coming its way. I don't think it's going to just stop with the year of 2020. NIO is going to be growing for a very long time as the EV market starts to mature more and the EV market starts to evolve with more advanced technology. NIO stock has no choice but to go up. I'm never concerned with the day-to-day price movements, but for me, I'm looking at the long-term vision that the Chinese EV game is going to be a strong one, or else Tesla wouldn't have made that extra effort to expand to China if he knew that there wasn't a market there for it. It's going to be the same with NIO, and even though NIO does not be the top EV company of China, I know it's going to be one of the biggest, and I know that this stock does have the potential to be so much more than what it is now. I do think people should pick up the stock, $48.94. Yes, it is getting kind of expensive, and I can understand the risks and the concerns with people wanting to pick up NIO stock at $48.98, but investing is all a risk. People have to take risks to make money. That's how the investing world works. Yes, you can play the safe stocks if you want to play bonds and ETFs, but NIO stock is going to be doing great things. I know that the stock has the potential to hit $100 in the year of 2021, and it has the potential to hit $300 by the year of 2023. Hopefully in 2021, a much better year for NIO. We can see a profitable quarter, and the company is going to be doing great things. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock is a buy, $49.01? Do you think NIO is going to have a great year in the year of 2021? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.